use the Constitution as the reason to knock it down, saying that because there is a clause in there about what states are allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do, and creating a new currency is something that seems like it's kind of on the line there, but probably a little bit past it. So they'll probably knock it down. But interestingly enough, um, being able to remove the dollar from being gold backed, it seems like it's actually in that same statements there, like it's probably was against what the founders had intended, but they used the wording to push that through. So you never really know on this one. I mean, like if fiat was made legal, unbacked fiat was made legal, maybe Bitcoin could be pushed in there as well, and that would hopefully open the door for all kinds of other cryptocurrencies in the future. I mean, Nervos is probably not on that list realistically because it's not well known enough. But you got to remember that Bitcoin is one of those platforms that we've noted for Force Bridge that we want to actually uh, uh, build that bridge over to it so that can exist on Nervos. And Nervos is actually a much lower cost to do transfer, so that benefits us in our community as well directly, and it opens the door for so many other cryptocurrencies in the future. I mean, we look at what's going on in other countries. El Salvador has actually made it a legal tender. Tonga is trying to copy that bill. We also have proposals in Wyoming, and let's see, I believe Florida is trying to introduce something as well. They've stated that they wanted to be a crypto-friendly state. And we have somebody in Texas that's running for governor, and he says he will make it a legal tender if he's elected. So that they're using this as a platform now. They're starting to see benefits, and they're realizing there's a lot of demand here. And I think it's only a matter of time before one of these things actually does make it through in some way, shape, or form.
I also kind of want to add that the cool thing about it is case law in the United States. A lot of people don't realize that with case law, once there is a decision that is made with a particular case, judges and attorneys, people in the legal field, they kind of go back and they utilize that old case law to kind of make determinations for current cases. And one of the big gripes a lot of people have is with the laws with the SEC, because all of those laws are from like 1930s, 1940s, which is immensely outdated because they don't even compare to what we're doing in our current system with all the brand new technology. So it's good to me. I'm more kind of on the sidelines with this stuff, and I'm kind of watching, I'm learning, I'm trying to educate myself and kind of seeing how this plays out. Because if in fact a state is allowed to introduce their own cryptocurrency or utilize it as legal tender for that state, then it's going to allow for more adoption to occur in different states. But at the same time, we do have the federal government that may say, you know what, nope, this is not happening. We're not going to allow you to do so. And then it goes into this other argument to where how much power does the federal government have over small states. And I know a couple people, there's a couple groups that I'm working with that are actively trying to get positive regulation now for blockchain and cryptocurrency. One of the things that one of the industries a lot of these people came from was actually the marijuana industry, which to me is very, very interesting to see if they're going to be able to pull laws from that industry and apply it to crypto in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely an interesting area that you bring up about the marijuana industry. I remember that they started adopting cryptocurrency pretty early too, and that part of that was because they were not allowed because of the federal laws that were still that still were restrictive of of marijuana. They couldn't create bank accounts; like their bank accounts would actually get shut down. Even so, even though it was completely legal on the state level, because of the federal level, and the federal level manages all the banks, they couldn't have proper bank accounts and they couldn't actually run their business. So it provided them with a legal way to actually run their business, and that's why they kind of flocked to it early on. So, I mean, yeah, the regulations, when you start reading into these things, and I have read into a bunch of little things, you start seeing very quickly that the laws that they're describing, and the part of the reason is that when you create a law, you do have to be very precise on what you're talking about because it cannot be misunderstood on what something was intended to do, or else it leads to all kinds of potential problems with lawmaking down the road. So they will make these laws and they'll be very precise. And then when something comes out, a new technology, the world changes in some way, you see that the language they use does not anticipate the future. Oftentimes, it doesn't make sense anymore. And then so that has to go back through that entire process to rewrite it properly, because if they don't, all of a sudden you have laws that are just completely restrictive of the technology, or they can't regulate properly, or they regulate in a way that doesn't even make sense anymore. So it's part of that process. It's something that we need to do with the SEC. We need to work with them in this regard to make sure that it actually comes out properly and that we have laws that are not restricting the future of blockchain technology and of cryptocurrency, because there's a lot of benefits that we need to take advantage of.
And this is why laws in the United States are not written in plain English, and they are probably like 5,000 pages long. I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, here, moving right along here, and let's see. Yeah, the next one here is Thailand. We saw a very recent headline that was interesting. Thailand has axed their plan for a 15% cryptocurrency tax. So what was happening there? So Thailand, they have they've legalized cryptocurrency there, but they were going to add another 15% cryptocurrency tax plan, and there was a major opposition from traders in the country, said it would make them uncompetitive. So they actually completely just abandoned that and said, you know what, we're not doing that. So Wendy, did you hear about this one?
I heard a little bit about what is going on in Thailand, and I just find that it's very, because I want to say about a month ago, India came out and they said that it is impossible to regulate cryptocurrency the way that it is. And in order to do so, there needs to be some sort of blanket globally. So I find that it's interesting that India came out and said this, about a month ago. And then now everything is supposed to be legal in India. But we have all these other countries that are coming out with their own type of regulation, what people can and can't do. So I'm curious if these are ploys to kind of get people to immigrate to their countries, people maybe with more wealth that can kind of help improve the economy, or are they just utilizing these laws as some sort of band-aid to kind of say, okay, well, you can do X, Y, and Z, but things may end up changing in the future. And I think that 2022 might actually be the year of regulation when it comes to crypto from all across the world, because there's people that are actively using it. And if we just kind of sit there and they don't take action and they don't regulate this stuff, then it's going to get too big to where they're not going to be able to. There's going to be a lot of issues doing so in the future. So I think you're going to see a lot of scrambling going on from a lot of these countries and a lot of these policymakers to kind of come up with some sort of solution.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, if they're trying to attract people by making things crypto friendly, I think they're doing a very good job on this. I mean, it's definitely something that's personally very interesting to me. I mean, as much as I like living in the United States, they continue to make things more difficult to do so. And I see the world as a place that should be openly competitive. And if somebody's offering you a better deal, it has much more favorable regulation, that's something you should really consider. And some of these countries, like, I've known a bunch of people who lived from the United States who went to Thailand to live as basically digital migrants, and they're very happy over there. They're very happy with the way things are. It's a safe environment, high speed internet, and some great food. So I mean, like, there's always different places to go, and this is beneficial. This is ultimately beneficial to the United States to have competition from other nations. If you want to be a great place to live for your people, you need to see what the rest of the world is doing. You need to make sure that you are in competition with that. So I completely welcome it, and I think it's also great you touched on India, which yeah, they have put in that 30% tax. But this is a good thing too, because this is actually, it was kind of questionable gray area in the past on whether or not which direction India was going to go in the future of cryptocurrency. And I believe that their finance minister came out directly and said, you know what, if it's illegal, we can't tax it. So it is legal now. It is actually formally legal. And that tax percentage, 30%, that's pretty high. I'm not going to say that's cheap. That's definitely pretty high. They put it on this in the same tax bracket with basically gambling. So their gambling laws over there are basically the same as their virtual assets, with include cryptocurrency. But it's a really great thing to see that, and they're trying to push forward to. I believe they said that 2022 and 2023, they're also going to be pushing out their own central bank digital currency. And this is going to allow them to continue to compete with other countries like China and the United States, which have already announced and are pushing out their own CBDCs. So, I mean, it's great to have this. I want to see more of this competition in the world. We don't want to see monopolies, and it's looking very good here. We're seeing all this adoption, and it's not slowing down. It's actually accelerating.
Yeah, I actually agree with you I mean, the 30% is pretty high, but I live in LA County, live in California. Everything we do here, we are taxed into oblivion. And that's why I'm looking to kind of relocate out of here. Ideally, I would like to have a place in Florida. That's my primary residence, have a condo in LA County, and then have a home outside of the country and get established dual citizenship for myself and my daughter. Because I want to be able to give her the best quality of life, and I do have the resources to do so. But as far as the 30% tax, yes, it is a lot. But at the same time, I do think it is a necessary evil. One of the things we talk about a lot on my socials is compromise. And a lot of people seem to think, especially in crypto, that I'm not going to pay taxes. I'm going to do what I want to do. Guess what? Life doesn't work that way. Doesn't matter what industry you're in. You have to come up with some sort of compromise with every single aspect. If you're married, you don't get to go home and tell your partner, I'm doing this. It doesn't work that way. The relationship will not work. And you have to take that same respect and that same ideology when we're talking about governments. And they're going to want their tax. They're going to want to get paid. They want their tax dollars. And ideally, I feel like the United States could have really done a lot of good, especially with this current administration, if they just would have said, you know what, we're kind of after right now. We are kind of after. We're printing money. Inflation's at all-time high. There's all these things happening. We're still in the midst of this panorama. Why don't we go ahead and make this crypto stuff legal? We'll figure out how, what it is. We'll learn more about it later, but let's make it legal and let's just put a flat tax or put a tax on. That's not going to be ideal for a lot of people, but at the same time, it would be a lot better situation that we're in now. Because right now we don't know what the heck is going on. We have all of these different government entities coming out stating X, Y, and Z, but nobody's really giving us clear regulation what we can and can't do. And ideally, you have the United States government has all this freaking money sitting on the table. They've got all this money sitting on the table that they could tax, and that they can kind of get America back to where it should be as one of the superpowers in the world. Because right now we're getting beat out by all these other countries, and it's kind of just a really sad thing to witness, because we have the tech, we have the capabilities, we have amazing people that live all across the United States, and we're such a diverse, beautiful place that we really have the opportunity to do some great stuff here. But I feel like the United States government doesn't care, and they're just kind of watching this thing implode.
Just wanted to jump in. There's kind of some crazy stuff that happened in blockchain this week that I think would be remiss to not hit on, like the wormhole thing with Solana, and OpenSea also passing up Uniswap as most used application on the Ethereum network. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of toss that out there, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely there's been some major things. I mean, the Solana thing, which I've been trying to follow, is a major one, and that's one of a gigantic hack that has occurred. And what can you really say to that, other than that is very unfortunate. I mean, the last time I checked, the details of that hack had not been fully revealed yet. There were some areas where people were suspected that this was probably related to the root cause, but didn't sound like it was actually determined. And it's like, when you look at these types of things, it's like you look at them and you say, could this have happened on any other platform? Like, was something specifically wrong with Solana? And I think the case is probably that it could have happened on pretty much any platform at this point. We still want the exact details, but this is just an area of innovation that needs to continue to occur. We need better systems of security. We need to keep pushing that forward, just as an industry. We need to keep making that happen, because yeah, that's a catastrophic loss. I really hope that they are able to get that back. Part of the thing was that they actually said that if the person who did the hack would take a $10 million white hat reward and return the rest. Like, they basically say that this was something that was being not going to be pursued legally, because it was now legal. It was done legally. We're considering you a white hat hacker. You have actually helped us. Here's a $10 million reward. So I'm not sure if there's been any new news on that. I really hope that the guys comes forward. Like, if I was in that type of a position, I would immediately take that money, because that gets the legal aspect off your back. $10 million, that is a lot of money. That's something you could retire on, and you could do it without having to hide in the shadows and be a criminal. So anyway, I hope that he takes it, but we'll see on that. Wendy, have you been following the Solana hack at all?
So I saw when it happened yesterday, and of course I reached out to my good friend who is a miner, Seth, Mind Your Biz, and he's a lot smarter than me. And I always like to reach out to people that are smarter than me in different aspects because that's how I learn. And I'm actually still kind of doing some research because I do want to create a TikTok to post on YouTube about what happened and whatnot. So I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around what happened because I'm not the most tech savvy person in the world, so I wouldn't be able to tell you how this happened. But I think it is important to note that there are vulnerabilities of cryptocurrency. Nothing is ever 100% foolproof, and it's going to be interesting to see what the person does if they decide to give the money back, if they decide to stay on the run. Because realistically, people talk about how terrible cash is, but you can actually track transactions if somebody does something maybe unethical or something bad. So I think the whole entire thing is going to be very interesting, and I can't wait till they make the Lifetime movie on what happened.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's going to be interesting to see how this plays out because this is another notable one that I mean, Solana has been in our industry. They've had just a gigantic run up, and they have such a great uh, DeFi ecosystem running right now. And just to see this just fall apart right now would be a real bummer for the entire industry. I mean, like, you even if you're a supporter of other cryptocurrencies, and like we're big supporters of Nervos here, to see somebody else fall like that is not good. It's not good for the entire industry. It can send a shock wave that can affect all other cryptocurrencies. It's not like let's say that they could not recover from this and like Wormhole disappeared or something. Like the worst case, unrealistic scenario. Like that's going to take down other coins too. The entire industry goes into depression for some of this. So anyway, we really hope that this gets resolved. And this is something that I believe the entire industry whether or not you're in friendly competition or not, we all need to be making pushes on this and collaborating on the future security of these types of systems. There's no easy way around this because I'm sure that this type of thing was probably audited and all that. They probably did all their due diligence, and there was just a problem in the protocol itself. I mean, no easy way around it. We have a big focus on security and here at Nervos, and we're trying to design new systems along with things that we work on with Cardano to try to push forward security. But again, like there's never a full any real 100% guarantee that you can do on these types of things. And when you really look at computer security as a whole, we have a long way to go. Just computer outside of cryptocurrency, outside of blockchain, just computer security, like there are bugs pretty much everywhere. There's bugs in the operating systems, there's bugs in the hardware. And it's very difficult to fix things on every single level. So I'm not really sure what the solution is. We just have to continue to make progress on it. Okay, so we actually had a bunch of people, unfortunately, that get rugged from on stage here. So I'm not sure how many people are actually left. But we'll go ahead and keep moving through here. But it doesn't sound like we're going to be.
I want to mention that just on the topic of being rugged too. It seems like a lot of people are having problems. I was actually on Twitter Spaces today and also last night, and I was having some problems. But we got rugged from YouTube Live because it requires using Twitter Spaces on desktop, which has kind of always been buggy. And yeah, we got rugged. So unfortunately, we are not live on YouTube Live. So we're just recording. We're going to upload most of this episode that we've gotten recorded now later on our YouTube. But unfortunately, we are not live. So just so everybody knows. And Jordan, are we taking any questions today, or are we going to cover some more? What's next?
Right. Yeah, I had actually hoped that we would get our questions from YouTube. Did we have anything
That's
running
me too.
through
Yeah, well, you know what? The sound was bad. Honestly, it started rugging almost immediately. I've been kind of dealing with it the whole time here. So no, we didn't end up getting any questions, just people saying, oh, the sound's like coming through. So that's all we got. And hopefully Twitter Spaces is improved and doesn't get too big and go down the path that Instagram has, where they have all these cool features that people rely on too to make content, and they're so buggy all the time. So hopefully Twitter Spaces fixes itself up. Hopefully next time we'll be on YouTube Live again.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we'll probably need to rethink this a little bit. We've been trying to use Twitter Spaces here, but it's continuing to have problems. This is pretty disappointing. So we'll reinvestigate that. But I guess like I see we have one person waiting here to be added as a speaker. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and we'll see if we can get at least one question in because unfortunately we lost the entire YouTube audience. And let's see, is he connecting? I see connecting, but it's not completing. So that might not go through. Okay, we'll give that another moment. If that doesn't, we're just going to go ahead and move on here because we only have Wendy for a couple more minutes here. It's been a very quick hour, just as I expected it would be. Next topic here. OpenSea self-reports that more than 80% of NFTs minted for free were unoriginal or fake. This is very unfortunate news for OpenSea. That they would have actually such a huge fraudulent rate there. And this was specifically, though, on their free minting tool, not necessarily everything, and not necessarily all their tools, but it showed up that 80% were basically plagiarized work, fakes, collections, or outright spam. So they have a very big problem there. Wendy, have you heard anything about this?
I actually saw, I believe I saw this last night, and to me, that's super upsetting. So there's a lot of key pieces of information here. Like OpenSea is supposedly supposed to be this sort of decentralized entity for NFTs, but realistically, is a platform that is run by a particular group, is it truly decentralized or not? And that's like a very, very long topic that we can probably spend hours on. But I do think that they do owe some sort of obligation to their users and to the artists to provide a free tool to where they do some sort of like verification. And I know that FTX US does this. Like if you upload an NFT, or not upload an NFT, but if you transfer your NFT to their platform, before you can go ahead and sell it on their marketplace, they do some sort of authentication to let you know, hey, this is real, blah, blah, blah. But I do think it is important for these platforms, especially these NFT platforms, to have some sort of authentication when it comes to NFTs, because realistically, it's a marketplace for art, and that's the whole purpose of utilizing NFT technology, is to be able to prove this is my piece of art. I own this. I own the rights. I own the royalties. I own the licensings, whatever it may be. So for someone like myself that loves the actual technology behind NFTs and thinks that it's absolutely outstanding for artists, musicians, poets, any type of creator to kind of get their power back, it's upsetting to see that OpenSea kind of let that happen. But at the same time, I do want to take a moment to state the fact that OpenSea has done such a great job of kind of helping with mass adoption. A lot of people do not understand, like on crypto Twitter, we don't see it a lot, but there's so many brand new people from all different backgrounds that are involved in NFTs. And you're going to see them on TikTok. You're not going to see them on Twitter because you can't make content like you can on TikTok and post it on Twitter doesn't necessarily do well. But I think that OpenSea did do a lot of really great stuff for the industry, but it's just kind of sad that they're staying stagnant and they're kind of they're not improving with the current market.
Yeah, honestly, to me, it didn't really surprise me at all. Like I've obviously been in the NFT space for a while now, and I've followed a lot of the drops and projects from the beginning, and OpenSea's always had a bunch of issues. They're not a decentralized platform, and there's just been kind of like a theme of issues with like their support and their team. For how much success they've had, you'd kind of expect a little bit better like service and stuff out of what they're doing. Not to say that they haven't made huge strides and definitely been the segue into the crypto and just like digital asset space for a lot of people that are new and have learned through NFTs what this space is all about. And it's definitely been a positive, platform experience for a lot of people. But it doesn't totally surprise me that, if you give people a platform where you can mint something for free, that people would, take pictures that aren't theirs and mint them. I mean, that seems, like they probably expected that was going to happen. But it's cool. It's paved the way for newer NFT marketplaces like LooksRare, and honestly, not to kind of like chill the Nervos ecosystem, but the Collect marketplace and the innovations that they've been able to make using things like the Unipass wallet on Nervos. That's really going to onboard a lot of people into the space when they don't have to write down a seed phrase and do all of the complicated things that come with making a new wallet. For some people that haven't done this before, that's confusing. It doesn't make sense. There should be an internet-like experience that allows them to participate in NFTs where they can just buy directly with a credit card or a debit card or something, and it does the cryptocurrency transaction for them. So it's just kind of like I don't know. It's unfortunate. You never want to see plagiarism, but it was a little bit to be expected, I kind of think.
I think it's also growing pains too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously it's important to talk about, a project or whatever if they don't do what they're supposed to do and there's issues. But at the same time, I do think it's important to celebrate them for the positive things that they did. And I think that we're just so early with NFTs. We have to remember back in 2017, 2018, I think I heard of NFTs, but I heard like CryptoKitties. That was the extent that I knew about. But we have come such a far way in a short time, like in the last year. So like, obviously it's not perfect, but a lot of this stuff to me is like testing and in beta. And I just think I'm like actually very grateful to be a part of all of the building that's occurring. And obviously there's going to be issues that are going to happen. But at the same time, I think it's important to note like how dope this is and how like we're really like in this transformation era when it comes to technology and cryptocurrency. And it's a really cool thing to watch.
Yeah, there's definitely a path forward on some of this stuff, though. I just want to quickly mention, I know we're almost out of time here, and Wendy, I know you need to run, that there's a project that we partnered with, that Nervo's partnered with called Pastel, and they actually have a solution that they're trying to work with on this. I believe it's called Sense, where they're basically
great.
they're making that entire platform which detects and gives a score for how original an artwork is. So it's made to actually detect fraudulent NFTs. That's the entire purpose of it. And we hope to actually take this partnership and with them and build some of these things into our own tools. We're investigating how we could integrate that with Collect Marketplace and actually with our NFT standards as a whole, possibly put it in there as well. Because this is going to be a continuing problem. As long as NFTs are being used for art, there's going to be people trying to take advantage of it and trying to plagiarize it. So we need to make sure that these tools that are actually trying to fight these problems are given the opportunity to be successful. So anyway, Wendy, I know that you have to run here. Did I see right? Do you have another interview on Business Insider right after this?
Yes, and I think she was in here. I don't think she's here anymore though. But yeah, I'm going to be doing something with Business Insider right after this. We're going to be talking about moonbags, which is my favorite thing to talk about all the time. So if you guys don't know what a moonbag is, it'd be dope if you come check it out and listen to what we have to say. But yeah.
Okay, and is there any place for the 1% of people who have not heard of who you are and want to continue to follow you, where would they find you, Wendy?
I'm just a mom, and I'm mostly on Twitter. I just kind of post funny stuff. It's nothing really, really serious for the most part, but I'm on YouTube. That's where we kind of get down with the content over there and the charts these days, and then TikTok also. But I'm all over the place. I do highly recommend everybody sign up for the free newsletter that we have, Wendy's White Paper. We've never had a sponsor. It's 100% free. It's funded by me, and it's a really cool. It's just a really cool place. You can get a lot of information about crypto and kind of go back and research things. So if you guys want to sign up to that, that would be great. And appreciate all of your time. And thank you so much for listening to me.
Yeah, and I also want to throw in just real quick that I actually have an article that's just coming out on Wendy's White Paper. I think it was just published yesterday. So if you want to check that out, there's Nervos content coming out there as well as much as we can possibly provide. So thank you so much for coming here, Wendy. We really love having you on the show. And I want to say thanks to everybody who's been on the stage today speaking, whether or not you actually got rugged. We had definitely some technical problems that we're going to continue to try to work through. And of course, thank you to everybody listening today. You are such a great community, and we're glad to have you guys out there. We will be back next week. Thanks for listening.
Love you guys. Bye.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to DCA Adventure. Hope you all enjoyed the little, like, 20 minutes in 20-30 minutes or so. 35 looks like, according to the clock, of the crypto window and hashed it out from the Nervos CKB team. It's a pretty cool little talk, sitting there and listening to that. It was running late, so I wasn't gonna make y'all wait on the live stream, just so here we all listen to it together. FA. What's up, Nerd MC? DogeLord Coffee. That's right, man. What's up? Bitcoin Jake. Golden Wolf. Ralph Cooper. What's up, buddy? Crypto Whale. WTF. WTF what? Lots of WTF. Yo, yo. Mic check, 1, 2. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. It's really snowy here. It's still snowing. Still snowing. Still snowing, which is pretty interesting in my opinion, because we don't get a whole lot of snow here. But today's we do. Man, oh man. Like, everybody roll up in here. Got a few cool things to talk about. One, I gotta read the Substack. Axie invented. Oh. Ooh. Oh man, the first two couple lines of that one. Pretty important. Y'all can't see it though, can you? Nah, y'all just see my mug as I'm pouring a drink into a cup, where it's probably too full now to even pick up. Probably that was a bad decision, but whatevs. So, Axie Infinity Substack Season 20 is almost here, they say. Oh man. Boom. Boom. Swap them views out. Alright guys, upcoming Season 20 and economic balance adjustments. 15 minutes ago. I was just gonna jump straight into playing until I seen this. Key points: Adventure Mode SLP will sunset, reduced to 0. Daily Quest SLP will sunset, reduced to 0. Arena reward structure will be changed dramatically. Reward SLP rewards and reduce SLP rewards and AXS leaderboard massively expanded. Sub 800 MMR players will now earn 1 SLP per win. We want to be considerate for players with weaker axies as we're adding this back in for now. So they'll probably take that away. They'll probably go back to 800 again. So it's considering reworking the energy scale, energy system to scale more linearly, making additional energy more accessible and boosting demand for weaker axes. Seasons 20 is close, and when it's released, a variety of important economic imbalances will be implemented. I guess the pretty big ones to note is you're no longer going to earn SLP from adventure mode or from the daily quest. The daily quest actually would give you so complete 8 out of 10 levels, win 5 arena matches, and you would do like the daily check-in, and that would grant you 25 SLP. So they're getting rid of this completely. I mean, they still got weekly and special events, so I don't know what those will, if they'll unlock those and make that into something, but they're going to remove the daily quest option, as well as earning. Oh, crud. I did not want to play a match. Looks like we're playing a match. Dang. Oh man, I'm playing with a really weak team too. Dang, I'm about to get my stuff crushed. Oh man, Oz. This is bad, man. I did not mean to go into a match with these super squishy axes. That's no bueno. We'll hope for the best. What is up, Oz? Should take care of those or whatever, hopefully. Oh man. We lost one of their axes. And we lost one. At least we have the Nemo tail, so at least we can get energy back. Oof. Let's go, man. We get to gain energy back. I'm down. Not cool with that though. But now we got two squishies up against each other. Oh man, wish me best of luck, Oz. If I win with this release, wow. I won with my super squishy team. That's amazing.
Out freaking standing.
Out freaking standing. Ooh, we went up in rank. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Wow. Alright, anyway, I'm not gonna click on adventure mode again or arena again. I'm gonna click on adventure. As you can see, you can currently earn up to 50 SLP in adventure mode currently as it sits. Alright. So that is the current standpoint for adventure mode, and as you see, they are going to reduce that. So we lose the daily quests and adventure mode. So both have said which. Oz, this is important to you. They're reducing these to 0. This is the Substack, Axie Substack. This just got released like probably 17 minutes ago now. Alright, right before we went live, this happened. Sub 800 MMR players will earn one SLP per win, since they're taking away SLP for daily quests and adventure mode. They're going to rework the energy system to scale more linearly, and making additional axes and actually additional axie energy more accessible. Jeez. Alright. From the onset, our mission with Axie Infinity has been to create engaging, fun, and rewarding game experiences for everyone. We believe this is the best enhanced top of open. Enable on the top of open. Decentralized foundations that allows everyone to collectively contribute, work together, and prosper as a community. That said, finding a balance amongst all those players' dynamics is an ongoing process. We'll have all experience in euphoria that comes in incredible growth and prosperity. We'll also move. We're also more recently entered a period of economic uncertainty, which we all feel in this pinch. We have made the last few months difficult for everyone, which means the huge decrease in SLP price because it's being over minted, and there's basically no burn for it, not enough that matters. And then Ron's launch as well launched, and it didn't do like fantastic. Knew I would spill that. Better get grinded while I have a chance. Yeah, they didn't say when it will happen, but they said soon. Yeah, see, there's the ratio right now between SLP mints and burns. So as you can see, there's huge influx of mints compared to what's been burned on for SLP. So elimination of the adventure mode and daily SLP quest rewards. Let's start with a brief review of the recent mint rates within the current battles experience. As you can see, currently we're looking at 40% of the SLP in PvE, and then so basically 56% of SLP that they are minting, they're going to get rid of minting rewards, so they'll take both of those away. In short, roughly 40% of SLP is created from adventure mode and 44% of SLP is created from PvP. The remainder 14% is minted from players claiming the daily quests. We can see the adventure mode and PvP receive roughly equivalent rewards. This does not line up with principles that will make Axie succeed. So, namely, in-game rewards should be used to incentivize social activities and improve the ecosystem. And in-game rewards must be earned as a result of skilled activity in the ecosystem. So, yeah. First measure the economy. We remove the 50 SLP that can be earned from adventure mode. This alone will remove 130 million SLP per day. That's good. I mean, it's good. It sucks for people that are like low level axies, people that grind in SLP or grind in adventure mode. So, and this doesn't state if they're so far it doesn't state if they're going to add any other kind of rewards to replace that, or is it just nothing altogether? Nothing but XP. Alright, so adventure mode was originally conceived as a way for all the community to learn how to use their axies. It has outlived its purpose and is a way for people to focus to earn tokens from the game. There's also a lot of bots that play adventure mode. So it's far more important to use precious SLP to incentivize skilled gameplay in the arena. When there are more players queued for the arena, the likelihood is that you will match quickly with someone your skill level. We think of this as player liquidity, and it's worth rewarding. Next, look at daily quests. You can see that alone, this generates about as much SLP that is burned throughout breeding each day. Clearly, that's not sustainable. So just the 16% is basically all that is being used for breeding. And that's not that great. So the daily quest in principle was to encourage players to play every day, but it's now as a mass emissions mechanism for SLP. By removing the daily quests, we are able to reduce instances by around 45 million SLP per day. We love the idea around quests and hope to reintroduce a quest mechanism in the future through Origin. But this will need to come in tandem with new burn mechanisms and new features. We know this is a painful medicine, and Axie economy requires drastic and decisive action now, or we will risk total permanent economic collapse. I mean, I agree. It's not like it's not fantastic, you know. But I mean, I agree with why they're doing it. It's too much SLP being minted versus how much they're actually burning. See, here's the arena dashboard. Season 20, we will distribute around 3,000 AXS to the top 1,000 players on the leaderboard. This is a palatry amount compared to the 1.5 million Axie that's distributed to each stakers each month as millions of AXS quarter rewards. So the top 1,000 players will get AXS as well. So they'll get AXS and then SLP as well. Alright, so 0 through here's 800 MMR situation. So 0 through 999, you'll get 1 SLP per win. 1,000 to 1,099, you'll get 3 SLP. This is going to be your default because of where you're automatically sat. If you're between 11,000 and 12,099, you'll get 6 to 5 SLP per win. Of course, 1,300 to almost 1,500 MMR, you'll get 9 to 6, and then 12 to 8, 15 to 10, 18 to 12. So looks like increasing the burn, we'll need to bring a variety of fun mechanics to the economic sinks to the table. This comprehensive approach includes special cosmetics and skins, upgraded Axie body parts, in-game emojis, breeding events, buy-in tournaments, Axie naming, and then more. Some players may be wondering why we haven't released vertical progression for your Axie. It's a good question. Deliverers approach. The process for introduction for these features is complex, but here's how it works. Features is designed and refined by the game product team. Requires and delivers art for implementation. Art team works to make something magical. Finished artwork is delivered. Engineers execute seamless integration of the game. And done. Energy rework. Upgrade 10 to 20 Axies to get higher right now because we have only get 20 energy per day. Around 10 to 20 Axies will give you, they're talking about, will give you upgraded energy costs for next year, next season. Alright, well, I mean, it's cool. And good for them, right? Guess I better get good at PvP. Yeah. I mean, it just means that for DCA scholars, that you'll I'm gonna have to rework. We will have to rework the teams, so I'm glad this has happened now rather than later. Now we'll just rework the Axie teams to something that is more competitive and playable, in my opinion. Just need the means. I just need to get into breeding the Axies then, if that's the case. I woke up this morning with a stuffy nose. It is driving me crazy. Let's find up to like an hour ago. Let's exchange. Still is down for Polygon. I would love to use Polygon on Let's Exchange today, but I cannot. I'll be right back. I'm going to go blow my nose. I cannot breathe all of a sudden. BRB. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, anyway. Imagine grinding out this low level team. Honestly surprised they did so well. Fun. All good, Oz. All good. Oh, dang. Well, this morning it looked like what do you call it? GameStop signed a deal with Immutable X to get payments done with like NFTs and stuff like that. Pretty interesting. Read it. Basically 3. I'm really becoming fond of this Nemo card. To be completely honest. For 0 energy, you can gain 1 energy. Those get pulls those back. Rock the other 2. Yeah, the 0 cost by gaining 1 energy. And then deals like, I think it's like 15 attack or something ridiculously low. But still. Like here it's 25 attack, but I'm in adventure mode, so as you level up your card's power levels up too. So in non creative mode that doesn't happen. I could apply this for like 1 and gain energy. So I spent 1 energy this round and also gained 1. Basically at no cost. There was a win for no cost. We got 260. That'll be the next round. We will go all 3. I'll finish him up. Crits. Deal crap ton of damage. And hopefully we hit the KO. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? Damn button. Probably won't. DCA. There we go. Fixed. Woo. Let's just figure out which one's gonna die. Die first. Talk about. So. $60. Nice. I was hoping his crits would reach above it. Oh, man. And then see what we got to get here. clear that up. Matter. Nice. What? Oh, that's okay. Like I wasn't playing that or anything. Well, completely logged me out of SkyMapes. 100%. How nice of them. Okay, well, I guess I'll log back in. Ridiculous. Mid-match, get shut down. Hope I still got the SLP for the win. What? Well, that's weird. Well, let me log back in. What in the world? What? Now I'm logged in, but now it won't let me play. What happened? I declare shenanigans. I do too. Like it let me log in, but it just says playing. Oh, that's weird. I don't know. Maybe their updates being pushed through. I don't know. That could currently be happening. Huh. Looks like a lot of people got pushed off. According to Discord. Mine has been like pushing it forward for it to go through. Not sure. Well, we'll give it a second and we'll reload it, see what happens. We'll see how it goes. Hey, back in. There we go. Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna grab my food. is the benefit of this game, is that I do not need anything more than my mouse to play. We'll finish out the adventure room. What's up, Ozzy? You liking the new Aqua team? Thoughts, comments, concerns? While I stuff my face with food. Nice. Oh. He's not gonna attack him. I need that counter off. Do the 100. Yeah, it takes time getting used to it for sure. It's a whole different way of playing. Can't play the same way. Utilize the health cards. Yep, it's a good layout. Need something really tanky and good on attack in the back. This guy's not really it. Again, 105. Because the only thing you don't have is like a Nemo. The other team's just even to the right, powerhouse. The other team is just kind of like powerhouse and end, you know what I mean? Like just run it and go. Get out of here, spammer. Yeah, the Nemo gives you 1 extra energy. For like 20 damage. Or something like that. It's really low. I don't know the other name of it. There it is. And comboed with either card. So it's gonna cost you 0 energy. So just play it when if you're attacking something, attack it anyway. Just use Nemo first. So you at least gain 1 energy. But if you play it just by itself, you won't gain the energy. If he was gonna die right here, after I play these 2 cards, I would play Nemo first, and then the other one. Yeah, that's the last one you don't have. Yeah, you have Koi though. Koi is really nice. I'm about to breed for another Nemo here shortly. We'll swap it out and see how you like it. It's like a single actually plays 2 or more cards. So I specify it. So if I had just played it just now by itself, it wouldn't have gained any energy. I think with the current SLP change for rewards, I think we'll see a lot of lower axes get listed for sale. Or at the very least, they'll release them. Kill the first one. It's really hard to play this game and eat food. Thought it'd be easy. Right. Actually, there is. You can get disconnected. And you get a lose. It's totally a thing. I think it's like 10 minutes or something like that. Maybe longer. But if you sit in a match for too long without making a move, it will kick you. And you'll lose and you don't get any SLB. I'm wasting a card, not for no reason. Dang, so close. Ooh. So, first main team. Our little stud muffin. We're missing somebody. Oh no, I'm not. Currently playing with him. This guy. So he is purebred. He's like 98%. He has Nemo or tail slap. Has Nemo ears as well. So he's double Nemo, double an enemy. And he is my, I call him my stud. Because he is, since he's not in the same bloodline as these three, he can breed all three of these. He has a great rate at breeding this guy. So he'll probably breed with them a couple times. And he has Tadpole, he's got Nemo. And we'll see. Aquas still go for quite a bit. Especially purebreds. I'll stay there. Dang. I don't know how much I can do there. Nice. Oh, dang, prioritize. Oh. Dang. Laying the smack down. Oh, almost. Five more SLP and we're maxed out for the day. Just closed my kid's school for tomorrow. Woo woo. You have any snow, Oz? I'm back again. Nice. just rained. Nice. Got a crap ton of snow. More snow than I've seen in a while. I didn't think I needed it. Didn't matter. Yoshi will not save you now. Nope. SLP resets. Oh, I can only win 3 more. So, knock this out and be done with it. Yeah, they're rookies. These are the newest hatchlings. Ooh. I agree, man. Playing this low level team takes forever. Forever. Oh, of course. I gave it to us. Nice. Good. Same thing again, man. Line everything up in the front. Pass turn. One more and ones, right? The way it flips over on its back, that's too funny. Hopefully one will kill it. Oh, dang it. I forgot I had confusion. Wasted that. By Nemo too. Was it good? Get to the last one. Make him deep. You see, you can't creep. That's not gonna be good, else we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose one. We're gonna lose the aqua like immediately. Hey, think about what card he's gonna have to waste. I hope I don't go into last stand. Oh, he's gonna pass the turn. He's just gonna let it happen. I'll even let the Aqua die. This will waste all of his cards. Oh man. Oh my god.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
They had him too, man. They had him too. Damn. Yeah, the confused got me. Yep, that's where that's when he confused and I still attacked. I wasted a card and energy and a turn. Yep, I agree. That is where we lost. I agree, Oz. Okay. Let's do it. Good, nice. Top of hero. Naturally, always attacks first. This axe goes last. Double heal. We'll heal once because I need to play the other rare card. Audio's a bit low. Is that any better? Oh, 1 HP. Oh, he got it. He got the win on that. Dang. Let's see if this is any better. Koi. He's gonna go first. I'm gonna have to run last stand. Oh boy. Ooh. We will not survive this one. Nope. Dang. Squishy little squishies. There's multiple losses in a row. who. Welcome back, Oz. We lost. Cool. Here, enjoy that for a minute. Yeah, that battle was rough, man. I bet we should do one more. We all have one energy anyway. FA. Didn't realize that. Oh, the camera's not even on. Dang. Bummer. Dang, look at that big old planet. Jeez. Uh-oh. Sacrifice the bird. Oh, we're way too late for that, Oz. Wait his chance to crit. Next delay. Yeah, pretty far delay. Blue heal. What are you writing in this thing? He's thinking this one out. Last stand. Dang. Oh. Last second, Oz. Last second. Nice, Oz. Oh my gosh. Bye. Bye. The fucking buy a thread, man.
Out freaking standing.
DCA Adventure is rated F. For fucking awesome.
That's right. Oof. Gonna like leave it there. I don't want to change the screen. Relish in that moment.
Out freaking standing.
Buy Bitcoin, buy it at cost, and hodl it, people.
That's right. Jeez. I love that. And we're out of energy for the day. Boo. For what? 3 hours? Well, bless me. Wait. Oh, I can share that. That's cool. I'm gonna post that in the scholars thing. I'm curious of what that does. Here's how that link pulls up in Discord. It's underneath the scholars. Can I fast forward through the whole thing? Please. They're all on crack odds. Here's where it all happened. Yeah. Makes sense, Oz. Literally lost just because I mean, had he not attacked again, like if he hadn't attacked or done enough damage, like obviously we would have won. We got lucky, we got put into last stand. Or he died before last stand happened, I guess. So it wouldn't have mattered. But man, that's that was intense. Wouldn't let you play it though, Oz. That makes sense. because you don't have the app. Yeah, see, it's gonna make me open it again. Oh, yeah. Instance is already running. We'll find close out of the game. Did that. Clicked the link. And it's just gonna load that match immediately. Yep. It just loads you right into the match. That's all the link does. It's kind of cool. Not bad. Thanks for checking, Oz. Gotta blame the iPhone. Yeah, I blame the iPhone. Because it's an iPhone. I'll have to try it at home. Yeah, it just opens it up in your app and lets you watch it. I think that's gonna wrap it up for me today, guys. Been going here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'll probably be playing some games here later on this evening, so be sure to tune in on the Discord. Oh my jeez, look at that candle. Look at that one. 15-minute chart. Look at this thing. My other computer, it's way higher than that. 6.7. Price is the same, but the candle wick is different. Right. But guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when we go live here on the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. We'll be going live tomorrow night, guys, for FA Friday nights. So, yeah, man. Be FA amazing. Pump it up. Pump it.
Buy Bitcoin, buy it at cost, and hodl it, people.
That's right. And guys, so you know,
DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Yeah. And we will catch y'all next time, guys. Peace out. Much love. If you want access to the Discord, that link is down in the description below. I'll be heading over there a little bit later to play some games. Maybe once my energy comes back from Axie. Or play something else tonight. Who knows? But until then, I think I'm going to go maybe play in the snow with my kids. Since it's like the most snow that I've seen here in years. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. Stay warm and stay frosty. Peace out. Much love. And get your game on. You.